All right. Welcome to a special Merry Christmas episode of Shave and a Haircut. I am your host, Kenneth Tramble. My wife, again, is absent, but in her absences, I have my brother, Jacob Tramble, on the line.
Yes, sir. Captain Lieutenant Sergeant CO, founder of Handcuff and Keys, coming
Yes, sir.
to a
Yes,
internet near
sir.
you.
Tell them about it. Tell them a little about when we gonna start the handcuffing keys.
We're gonna start Handcuffs and Keys next Friday. I'm gonna go live.
Okay, what time we looking for so we can get everybody to be looking for us?
7 o'clock, baby. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock on the dot. Handcuffing
That's,
keys, guys. I want you to like and share both pages. Like and share both pages, which is Shave and a Haircut, which is run by me. Handcuffing Keys, which is run by my brother Jake. You like and share those pages, people. Like and share. The more likes and shares we get, the more people we get, the more things we will be doing for you guys. Eh? Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
All right. So this topic, man, let's talk about holidays. How much did you spend? That got some quietness out you.
Yeah, I was say, can I say that? Can I say how much I spent?
You give us a ballpark.
Yeah, ballpark. I probably spent about, with food and gifts and gas, I think probably about $300, $500. I'd say about $500.
$500.
Yeah.
Is that the going rate for Christmas gifts and stuff like that? $500.
That's only when you don't have kids.
Only when you don't have kids. So for you folks that got kids, I feel sorry for you. You must have dropped down about what, maybe 100.
You better start buying gifts in July.
So your Christmas in July got to come in earlier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And man, look, last week, you weren't on, but I did a bunch of talking. I'm pretty sure you probably got the same issues down there in your place, the homeless situation.
Oh, yeah.
And I did some talking about that, far as, trying to advocate, some people can't help being where they're at, right?
Right.
And some folks choose to be where they're at. But the ones that can't help it, I'm trying to see if there are any avenues that are out there or people that are advocating for the homeless, like, when it drops down to the 20s and the 10s, that, they got nowhere to stay. Remember, our brother told us the other day, I think it was 35 degrees, and there was a guy in the back of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping on the floor, on the hard concrete. So you multiply that concrete cold, you sit in the cold, you sleeping at night. There's nowhere to go. So I'm wondering, is there going to be any places like the local recs or something that open up and let these people, get warm? You don't want nobody to freeze to death, I don't think, do we?
No, but before I answer that, let me tell you an experience on it. So I was going to Sam's here in Lafayette, where I'm living at. So I stopped over there at the Murphys, but on my way to turning into Murphys, I see a homeless guy right there in the street adjoining the Sam's, and they giving him money. So I'm in my big truck, so it's gonna take me a while to pump my gas. So about 10 minutes later, I watched this same man get up and get in a Mercedes, not a new one now. Not a new one. By no means was it new. But he got in a Mercedes and he drove off.
Okay.
So do I advocate for the homeless? Yes. But do I feel sorry for the ones that are taking advantage of it? No. Because there are a lot of people taking advantage of it. But there are a lot of people out there that are truly homeless. And those are the ones that I wish that we all would get together. Not just certain people. We all need to get together. We got a tax for food stamps. Why we don't have a tax for homeless?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's a.
I mean, what sense does it make? What sense does that make, bro? It doesn't make no sense at all. We sit there and we feed all these people in jail for free. Right. We give all these people in jail medication and doctors and surgery for free. But we got veterans that then came over and lost their mind, don't know what to do with themselves, and they homeless. We can't get them nothing. The world is backwards right now when it comes to the homeless.
Right.
Yeah, we need to take those guys in the jail and put them out there on the street. Let them fend for themselves to see how it is, and spend 30 years not having nothing.
Right.
Yeah,
So
put
yeah,
the homeless inside.
that's the observation. So we're we've started some stuff with a couple guys that I know, and
Mm-hmm.
we've been gathering like clothing items, hygiene, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go out. We're not going to the over there by the bridges where they hang out at in Monroe. Now I know where you guys hang out at, but over there by
Right.
the bridge downtown
Mm-hmm.
is where all the homeless people hang out that we know of. That I think is homeless
Right.
because you see them there all day, every day, sitting there. They're not over there with a sign saying um, on 165 with that sign like everybody else is doing. They're actually just sitting there on the side of the road and sitting under the bridge,
Right.
kind of bundled up and trying to keep warm. So we're going to do a beanie hat drive for one. We're gonna get them hats. We're gonna try to find some coats. And man, what shocked me, man, I saw some kids out there that really got me to thinking. When I saw that, it was two boys and a girl
Uh-huh.
with their mom out there. Now I don't know if they were out there because they both been. Either way it go, they're trying to get something because I know during that time a guy comes up from Hope Street Ministries and he brings food to them. So
Mm-hmm.
they one or two things going on. They either looking for some food or they're looking for some clothing. They're always there.
Right.
So even you can not be homeless and still be helpless if that makes sense.
It does.
You can have
It
a
does.
house, apartment, or something, but you just can't. You didn't paid everything, so now you don't have anywhere to feeding your kids or clothing your kids. So then you still got to take yourself out there under the bridge to get stuff.
Isn't that
And
how that's how we was? Mama paid all the bills. And what we eat
right,
peanut butter and jelly.
that's
And
right,
sometimes we didn't have the peanut butter and jelly. We made
that's right,
a bread sandwich.
that's
Yeah.
right. See,
Yeah.
that those were the days that you really you learn to appreciate life. You learn to appreciate your mom, and that's what I always try to tell the kids what I mentor. You gotta realize your mom is doing a whole lot of stuff. She's wearing a whole lot of avenues, doing a whole lot of hats, and she's trying to. She especially if it's a single mom, she got finagle the bills, finagle your problems at school. She got finagle the job site. She got a lot of stuff she got to worry about. So at the very least, you shouldn't give her no problems at school where she had to leave her job. I always tell them, I always share that with them to let them understand it. All it takes is one bad boss that say, if you leave one more time, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to tell them that, but that's just saying you got folks that's paid all their bills, don't have nothing that's left. So you can still consider helpless. You still need
Right.
a hand up. You still need some help. And some people, that most folks are prideful. They don't come out and ask for help. They'll just every now and then come and see who's out there and see what's going on. So we gotta get ourselves out of that prideful mode and try to hey man, just ask for the help.
I
You got
agree.
to. You got to ask for the help. And if it's out there, and like I said, you got a lot of them out there that's probably got diabetes, high blood pressure. They don't even know it. You know what I mean, Jack? They don't even know it because they hadn't been
Mm-hmm.
tested in whatsoever. You know, they got to advocate for that. We got to get people out there for that kind of stuff where they can go and check on these folks, and some of these folks can get some medicine. So
Right.
they can get themselves healthy. And if they get themselves healthy, they might be able to change their life around and get something else to do. Find something to do.
I agree.
And we definitely have to have some people out there at that site do all that testing. Sugar, a lot of them probably got sugar, don't even know it. They just don't. They trying to make it the best way they can.
So
You
you
know,
tell me
I,
this here. You tell me this here, Boomer. So why, when I walk in Walmart, I get all that done for free walking in Walmart. So why can't we get sponsorship from places like that to go with people like yourself and other people that are going with you to do something like that? If they can do it for people walking in Walmart, why they can't do it for the homeless people and check them out?
look. I'm thinking more like, yeah, you're right. The life shares people. They come and draw blood.
Mm-hmm.
Or a partner with the local universities, ULM. They got
Mm-hmm.
these nurses that's going to school for all these nursing and blood work and stuff, and being able to stick folks for high blood pressure and stuff. We might need to, work with them folks and see if we can get them out there at the same time we're out there, and start testing these folks. And one thing you're gonna have to worry about is folks wondering why you're doing it. Everybody thinks you're doing something for ulterior motive. They think you gather information in case I got warrants. Stuff. It's so much stuff that you gotta finagle yourself through when you're dealing with folks that are homeless,
Right.
because they've been out there for a while, and they think some of them probably do got some issues with the law. That but we're
Mm-hmm.
not, like I tell everybody, when we're out there, we're not out there to put nobody in jail. We're out there to help as much as we can. We're out there to try to show them that we can help them, man. And that's what the problem is. What I see sometimes, it's a lot of them look at me type of people. You know what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
The people that want you to see what they've done.
Let
You
me tell
know,
you, I've seen that. I've seen that on Facebook. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
why would you post something like that on Facebook? Let me tell you something, boo boo. If you want to do something out of the goodness of you, I'm not gonna tell you how many times I done went somewhere and done something for somebody. I'm talking about money wise.
yeah,
But do I post that stuff? No.
no,
Do I tell people what I've done? I'm only saying it now because we're talking about it.
yeah.
But do I go around and say stuff like that? No. If that's in your heart and you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't
That's
post
absolutely
about
right.
it. Yeah, don't
Right,
post about it. Believe me, you're not gonna get nothing from me posting
right,
about it. Now, if
right.
you want some more people to come out there and help you with what you're doing, then
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah.
Yeah, that
And
is
and,
great.
and you can do that, but do you have to boast it? You know what I mean?
No,
I could get
no.
on there and say, "Hey guys, I'm over here under the bridge at on the zero next to New York Hardware. If you got any spare clothes, bring them out.
Yeah, I'm
You,
looking for
you,
volunteers to help me
I'm looking
pass
for
stuff out.
nurses. We got any nurses? Come out.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's
you know.
man. I'm all
That's
for
it.
that. Yeah, I'm all
But
there for.
not coming out there and you got a bag of clothes, and you want to take pictures. Somebody giving somebody. I don't. I no.
Yeah,
Because
no,
they're right now, they're at their lowest of low, and that could be you one day.
exactly.
I mean, some folks are like one mistake from being homeless.
Boom, boom. That's what I was when I left Louisiana with my wife and my kids and three kids. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a house. I didn't have nothing. I had to start over from zero and move to Texas.
Yeah,
That's the only reason why I'm in the situation I'm in right now, because I moved to Texas and I stuck with a job for over 23 years and retired. And now I'm back in Louisiana and everything's going good for me. But
yeah,
sometimes you have to start from the bottom. That's what these youth are afraid of now. They're afraid to start from the bottom. I don't want to make no $5 now. I don't want to make $7. I want to make
yeah,
$10. I want to make $25, $30 now.
yeah,
Oh, you gonna be an astronaut?
yeah. And well, how much we made? Wasn't it like $4 something, $5 out when
Man,
we first
Bobo, I,
started
I don't
working
know
on the
about you,
job?
Bobo. I still remember to this day my very first job. I was making $3.25 an hour. That's what I was making, and I worked 8 hours a day. That came out to
Man,
roughly what, $30 a day?
$30 a day.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
But I was happy.
yeah.
I had money, and things were
So
cheap
yeah,
back then.
yeah, it was.
Hmm.
And I'm seeing a higher fluctuation of homeless. I'm talking about Jake. I'm telling you, man. When we did the church did an event out there a couple of Sundays ago, and when I tell you, it was a lot of people out there that was
Hmm.
homeless, and then and homeless didn't have no color, Jake. They were black, they were white, there was Mexican, they were Chinese, you name women, man. It didn't have that homeless. It didn't have. It just didn't pick no certain color or nothing. They were all like them, all shapes, sizes, and colors.
Race,
And then you
creed,
get
natural origin, nothing.
yeah.
Huh,
So
Bobo?
then you get a minute to soak it in to see what's going on. You like, man, this is different. And it
Mm.
lets you understand, lets you appreciate. Okay, well, this has got to be something that we need to get on the board, and not just do it once. Make sure that we're in their lives a lot, because that guy from Hope Street that I was telling you about from last week, he comes out there every Sunday. He's a guy. He's a pastor from Hope Street, out of there off of I think it's in Calhoun or something. But he comes out there. He's out there to the point where everybody know who he is, and he know who everybody else is, and he
Okay.
commands the crowd. So if somebody's being disruptive, he can walk up to them and touch them on the shoulder, and they just calm down because he been knowing them that long. They've been knowing him that long.
Right.
And so, and this guy is of the Caucasian perspective.
Mm.
So, and yeah. And so, and what's different and what's crazy about it, like I said last on my podcast, man, it's probably a church within that vicinity. Let me count them. It's probably 5 churches right around in that area right there.
Well,
With
I,
African
I don't
American.
even live in Monroe, and I still right now over by Robert's house. I know 4 of
Yeah,
them over there by Robert's house.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's right
Yeah.
by the bridge.
Uh-huh.
Right by the bridge. So
Right.
I'm saying it's probably 5, might be more. This is
Mm-hmm.
right in that area right there. Let's do something. You right there.
Mm-hmm.
You right there. You right there. And then some of them have access because Texas do some stuff and they bring supplies to Monroe to some of the churches. So they got access to some stuff that they could just help folks out with, man. And just do what you got to do. And the thing about it, Jake, they remember they used to be homeless people used to be like downtown. Well, since they call themselves fixing up on the downtown, they didn't push them all the way down past Rob's house. Matter of fact, it's right across the street. If you come out of Rob's house to that
Mm-hmm.
corner, if you look across the street, across that field, that's where they at now. They didn't push them all the way out because they got new apartments down there.
Right.
And they got some apartments down, where my babies and them stay. Some apartments over there. All that stuff that's been redone. And so now they've moved them away from that area toward the downtown. They're trying to build up the downtown, so they're moving the homeless out of downtown,
Right.
down the street. But they still under the bridge because they come every. If you listen to my sound of my voice, if you want to help somebody, all you gotta do is on Sunday morning, Sunday evening, probably around about 3:00, go to the bridge, under the bridge on the 0 next to your hardware. They're gonna be there every Sunday. They coming. Like Dion say, they coming every Sunday. And all they need, some of them just need a hand up, not a hand out. Some of them got, some of them, man, when I tell you some of them guys got some talent, some of them got some. I told them the other day about the guy that I met that used to talk. He used to work for the dealership in what's down south Hammond, Ford dealership. He told me everything about the truck that I did, everything about the truck. He had a DWI down there and he lost his license, and so now he can't get nothing. But could tell you about the cost. I mean, what you can do. So what I did was I called a friend of mine over there at Banner Ford, and hopefully he went over there. They said they're gonna start him off at the car wash. But hey, it starts you off at a spot. Get you enough money to get your license and stuff back. Whatever fines, whatever you got on the back of your on your license, get it taken care of.
That's right.
All that behind the conversation that we had. So it's possible. It's possible to help folks out. Like I'm like you. It's some folks out there that's scheming. Because I can remember working for the police department. A guy told me in fact we worked the call on the corner of Ray's PG's it. Or what about the old drive-in movie back in the days?
Now I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, man, that little bridge goes overpass, take it to the right, the watchtower. Well, it was some guys out there, they were fighting. And so we get over there to break it up. And that's 2 homeless guys, they fighting each other, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
We pull up to the scene. One of the homeless guys said, "This is my spot." So they fighting over that spot because the guy said he makes almost $100 a day sitting there at that spot with that sign.
He just something.
Yeah, $100 a day sitting at that spot. So they fighting over that spot all of a sudden. So now they both go to jail. Now you ain't making no money because you're disturbing the peace. But the thing about it is you got folks out there that really, really, really need. All right, Jalen, I appreciate you. Jalen is on there. I see you, Jalen. See you, nephew.
What's up, son?
But it's something, man. It's something that needs to be addressed, and I think when we go in the next city council meeting, I'm gonna get on the docket and say my piece about it and see what their response is, because that's part of Monroe City and that's the downtown area. So I just want to see if there are any provisions that are being put up for these people. Is there something that can be done for them, or y'all just gonna just say, oh well, that's their fault because they're homeless?
Right.
And I need to know. So I'm gonna be at that next meeting that's coming up. I'm gonna try to get on the docket to speak, and I'm gonna ask the mayor. The mayor will be there. All the city councilmen, both they know I'm there. So I need to know. I need to know is there something that can be done. Because I think the shelter only has about 32 beds, and they keep 3 for emergencies open at all times. So then what happens? The guy told me the process is you get up at 7. Everybody gotta get out at 7, and you come back at 7. So some of them come back at 3 o'clock and stand in that line because they want to be in there.
Right.
Stand there all day. We got to have it, man. And, I wonder is there any money that Congress got out there for stuff like that, to help, because one thing I know they're gonna say is, well, we open up the wreck, we gotta have somebody security. So that's gonna cost $40 for the police to be there all night. So I already know what they're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna throw the cost at me. How much it's gonna cost to open up the wreck to have the person that run the wreck stay open there all night. You gotta have police there all night, all that too. I already know what they're gonna say.
The cold weather, right? You talking about housing?
Yeah. Talking about first, because I'm telling you, we got it. The way this weather's going now, if we don't get no sleep and snow, I'd be shocked.
I know.
I'd be shocked because it's getting hot, cold. That's almost impossible not to get any type of crazy weather coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we get that crazy weather, which I think we are, then what are we gonna do?
We're gonna have to open stuff up, boy.
Yeah. Then you'll be forced to open it up then.
Right.
Because you ain't gonna have no choice.
Well, it's gonna be televised also, Boomer. So that makes everybody act right once everything's on TV.
Absolutely right. See that's you said the nail in the coffin. So we got to have advertisement for something tragic that happened to take care of folks that need it. Like I said, I'm not saying that people that don't need it should be getting taken care of. I'm talking about the people that you can look at. You can tell a person that really homeless just by you can look at them and tell. You can fake homeless, but you can't fake what you see all the time. You know it when you see it, Jake. And I know it when I see it.
Well, you say, boom, you can act like you're homeless, but you can't fake like you're homeless. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. Man, I'm telling you. Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
I wouldn't understand why somebody want to do that anyway, boom.
You can tell. I tell you how I know. One guy walked up to us that Sunday, and the first thing he said, man, y'all got any hygiene? He didn't say no money. He said, I need some hygiene, personal hygiene, toothpaste, soap, towels. He homeless. He didn't come for no food. Let me tell you, Jacob, we had a Thanksgiving extravaganza out there. We had turkey, ham, dressing, greens, everything. That brother came up there, and first thing he said, hey, y'all got any toothbrushes, toothpaste? I need some hygiene. Yeah, he homeless. He didn't ask me, could you give me $20? He asked me that I had some hygiene.
Yeah.
That's how you know people homeless.
That sounds like somebody that want to get on his feet too.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so now you know that you can decipher the difference between that just by paying attention. And with us being in law from over the years we've been over, you know a BS artist when you see one.
Right.
You didn't see them.
You're right.
And so that is how you can tell who is legit and who's not, and make it easier for us as a community to help out the public, help out who we need to help out, right?
That's right.
So so what's your suggestion? Because we're gonna be on it for 30 minutes, so we got less than 5 minutes. So if
Mm-hmm.
anybody in there want to say something, you can chime in and type in our URL. We'll see it. We'll respond to whatever you're saying. So, but what do you think in this last 4 minutes? What do you think that we need to do as a uh, organization between me and you?
Well, let's say if you and I want to do something, well, I would break it down with medical, clothing, food, and monetary. I will put all
Okay.
those together, see who we can get to fill in those categories,
Okay.
and then put a group together and then make it happen from there. But you got to have
Okay.
all that. You just can't go with food because you said yourself, somebody walked up there and said they wanted hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to have you can't just go up there with one thing. You got to have all those things. Go there, ask the ones that won't help to get out of the situation. What can we
Yeah.
do to help you get
Yeah.
out of the situation?
Yeah.
Because if you just go there and you put a band-aid on it, once it rains, the band-aid gonna come off.
Yeah.
And they're right back where they started from. But just ask them, how can we help you to get you out the situation? And just listen. If it's something that we can do as a whole, as a city, as a county, as a state, then we should do it.
Okay. So
Especially
sort of
the
sort of
veterans, man.
form a committee.
Yeah. Well, not only form a committee, but we'll have a group of people in that committee that represents those 5 points that I
Right.
made.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Medical
that
stuff.
way
Yeah.
everybody, that way everybody can say, I give volunteers for medical.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give volunteers for food. I
Okay.
go and see how much money I can raise so we can
Yeah.
do that. Because some people, like you said, they're not there because they don't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
They there because they got a place to stay, but they can't afford to buy no food for their house.
Right.
So that's what they come in there for.
Right.
So they need to have stations like that. And like you said, a Sunday is a perfect day to do that.
Yeah.
That's real good. Have somebody do that on a Sunday, have a meeting place, and just talk to them, listen, and see what we can do. But just giving them food every time we go out there or giving them clothes every time we go out there, that's good, but that's a band-aid.
Yeah. Okay. But you're absolutely right. So we have to meet them halfway, show up support. Once we get
Mm-hmm.
that support out there and get the people out there, and then that final C word is consistency. We got to stay in it, stay vigilant, and stay out there where they'll know. Okay, all right, okay. Well, we know. Boone and Jake showing up this Sunday, and they bringing this, so we need to make sure we have this. Because we say, look, next time we come, if you're trying to find something, we may have to do resume work, and get them together, and dress them right, and get them in some stuff, and get them confident in themselves again to
Right.
where they used to be. They've lost a lot of confidence, lost a lot of hope. And when they tell you, man, I'm at my last name. Well, you like I said, they say certain stuff that without a shadow of doubt that they legit.
Right.
You know, I lost everything and stuff like that. I'm at my last this and last that. Like I said, when that guy walked up and said he wanted hygiene, he could care less about what gourmet meal we had.
There you go.
And we didn't
There you
have
go.
we didn't have hygiene either. He didn't get upset, but we didn't have it.
Yeah.
And so
Something like that, Boomer. I just went and I just said, hey, you just hang where you at. I'll be right back.
yeah,
Go get it, bring it back to him. What can we do? How'd you get in this shit? Just listen.
yeah,
Some of the stuff, when they tell you what happened to him, you'll picture yourself in that situation.
yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
happened to me.
yeah. I you come close to it.
Yeah,
Got into it with my boss man and get fired, and I lost my job, lost my house, lost my car. Okay, that could have been me.
exactly.
I could have got mad one day and got fired, and something, then couldn't find nothing else because they blackball you. And now you can't get another job because they got a call to your previous employer.
Mm-hmm.
He tell him, well, shoot, man, he cussed me out and blah blah blah. Well, you might not get another job.
There it is.
So and just that quick,
You're out of a
man.
job.
So
Mm-hmm.
we gonna we definitely gonna do some things and collaborate. All right.
Yeah.
So before we get
Yes,
off,
sir.
man, I want you to try to tell the viewers what Handcuff and Keys gonna be about, so they can know what we'll be looking for this coming up Friday.
Well, I want y'all to listen for this. Did y'all hear that? It'll be a lot of, because I don't hold back what I say,
Okay.
and I'm not. I do when I'm on this podcast with my brother. I respect my brother. I respect what he's doing, and I'm not gonna disrespect him by coming up here and speaking my mind. But on my podcast, Handcuff and Keys, I'm gonna speak my mind. Some of y'all may like it, some of y'all may not like it. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't like it, I don't care if you don't listen. And it's just as simple as that. But if you want to listen and you want to, I'm gonna talk the truth. It may not be what you want to hear, but if you on there, you gonna hear it. Okay. My brother may not say what I say, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna mean what I say. And if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but I'm coming back and I'm gonna do it again. Okay. So if you want to come over there and listen to what I gotta say, I'm gonna talk about the justice system. I'm gonna talk about everyday things that go on. I'm gonna talk about the juvenile system. I'm gonna talk about the jail system. I'm gonna talk about the federal government. I'm gonna talk about the prison system. It's gonna be on and on and on. Anything that I see on TV that's worth to talk about, we're gonna talk about it. And my brother's gonna be on here with me, and we're gonna get it. So if you want to
Absolutely.
hear it, come and get some. All right.
So we'll be on with Handcuff and Keys Friday at 7 o'clock. Shaving and haircut be on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. And
Yes,
so
sir.
we're trying our best to get these podcasts is out there where people can understand. There's different levels in life. There's ways you can grow. There's things you need to know, especially in the prison system. Maybe with what he shares with you guys, keep you guys from going. Because
Yes,
he
sir.
tell you, was it 28, 24, 25 years in the prison system in Texas?
I just let it go. I just let it go 6 months ago, boo boo.
6 months ago.
And I started at 97.
See what I'm saying? And like that sign say, don't mess with Texas. They don't play in them prisons.
No,
And
sir.
he going to share everything with you guys about that part. I got some stuff I saw in Louisiana, but compared to Texas, yeah, nothing,
Mm-mm.
nothing to it.
Mm-mm.
So in closing, guys, we thank you guys for being on for this Christmas special. We just
Yes,
wanted to
sir.
try to get on here and talk a little bit more about the homeless. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff during our time together. We're gonna laugh. I'm telling you, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be hilarious. Y'all gonna get a chance to
Do I
hear
need
some
to
stuff.
tell them who our first sponsor is, boo boo?
Not on
Nah.
mine. Not on mine. we go tell our first sponsor on Handcuff and Keys.
Yeah, I
We
already
gonna
got a
leave that to
sponsor, bro.
Handcuff and Keys.
Yeah, I already got a sponsor. Ain't
Yeah,
that something?
look.
I haven't even started yet. I got a sponsor.
Yeah, man. You
Yeah,
guys gonna understand about that sponsor too.
yeah.
You gonna relate. Simple as that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, guys. We love you guys. We thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see y'all Friday at 7 o'clock for Handcuff and Keys. This has been your host, Kenneth Tramble, with my co-host, Jacob Tramble. Hopefully, my wife will be feeling better and she'll be able to be all three of us on Handcuff and Keys, and we're going to have a
Yes,
whole lot of
sir.
fun. We
Yes,
love you
indeed.
guys, and we see you guys Friday. Peace.
Peace.